안녕 internet 잘 지내?
What is what? That's
Oh,
Korean, yeah?
you know what? Let me try
Was
that
that
again.
correct?
It was correct, but there's a part that I messed out.
Try go ahead. Go again.
안녕 internet 오늘 잘 지내?
What did you say? Clarify it for me.
So the first time I said hi internet, how are you doing?
Uh-huh.
And then the second time I specified today.
Ah. Excuse me. It was coming. Excuse me. It was
And
just there and it was just building up all of a sudden.
okay, are
Well,
you
good day to you, Kimberly. Well, good night to you.
okay?
How are you today?
I'm fine.
Fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
How
Okay.
are you?
I am very hot, but other than that, I am pretty good
I
as well.
figure we can't keep saying to the people that we're hot, we're hot, we're hot. Um,
I am
I'm hot
feeling.
too, though.
I am both hot and hot. Don't give me
Okay, so
that.
what are you drinking?
I'm just drinking some hot chocolate, with some chocolate syrup that I had there.
Yes, I'm drinking hot chocolate too. I
Oh,
made it with other ingredients
mm.
though.
I added some vanilla to mine, and I can't taste the vanilla.
So
So
sad.
yeah,
I added vanilla syrup to mine as well, but I think because the chocolate,
is overpowering.
yes. No,
Okay.
it's not overpouring. Okay, so my chocolate tea is the packet.
Oh, mine is just syrup
Right.
with
And
milk.
then I added powdered creamer and I added some vanilla syrup just to
Mm,
get that vanilla taste. And then I added like allspice and other stuff. I guess you
damn.
can call it chocolate chai.
And
I would call it chocolate chai.
just
Psst.
adding allspice doesn't make it
Oh wait,
chai.
I anyway zoo.
Yeah.
Um Do you know last week how we were talking about how some anime sometimes get reanimated if they're really bad?
Right. Yeah.
Or sometimes if they're good, kind of? I don't know. Anyway,
Mm-hmm.
so Rugrats
Oh, right. You sent me this.
by
Yeah.
Nickelodeon
It,
is getting reanimated.
not
Not because it was
really
bad.
reanimate. They're just bringing it back.
It is animated in a different way though. It's
Different
CG.
style, the CG. I know.
I saw the preview and I don't know. It has a different feel.
Well,
You know, we're
yeah, of
used
course it's going
to
to be a different
the
feel.
specific art style of Rugrats and all grown up.
And all the other classy looking things like
Yeah.
As Told by Ginger and what was the other one? Rocket
Rocket
Power.
Power.
All those things on Nickelodeon were like our childhood. And to this day, I still never liked the art style.
Why do you not like it? But did
I
it make you feel uncomfortable?
I I don't like I liked the shows,
Uh-huh.
but I didn't like the art style. I think as I got older watching them, something about just how faces were drawn and characters look, it just disgusts me.
Um,
I don't know what it is. I just the look of it made me feel
okay, so
uncomfortable.
maybe you might like the
I
new
saw it.
CG.
It's cleaner. It's cleaner
It
because
is,
and
but
but at the same time it
it's a different feel.
it's a different feel. But who is the show really for though? Like
I think that people from our generation will be watching as well,
I
though.
don't real. I get that Rugrats was super popular and something that a lot of people grew up watching, but was it really something that people are going to? Okay,
Look, I think
if
the
it is
kids,
well
when we
written,
were kids and we watched it, that age group is going to watch it. It's for them. That's
mm,
who
I
Rugrats
don't
is
know.
for. But I think
I feel they're targeting people who grew up watching the show more than anything.
I don't, I'm not sure that it's going to do so well.
it's going to be they're gonna do a small limited like amount of episodes and gauge the performance based on that, and then if it does good enough, they're gonna put out another season. That's all it really is.
I don't
The
know.
fact that they're touting we're bringing back the original people who voiced them, even though I think one of them or a couple of them are dead at this point.
Is that
The
so?
only voice actors, I think.
Okay.
So they're like, "Oh, we're bringing back all these people and whatever for a new style," and I'm like, "Who is this for? This doesn't seem like you're targeting a kids. This seems more like people who are going to go. I think it's on Paramount Plus or whatever nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. They're definitely going to show it on Nickelodeon and all that nonsense. So yeah, it maybe is for kids. We'll see, but
I mean, there's
definitely
so
come
many
across
things
as
out
nostalgia bait.
there. There's so many things out there where the story is much better and more engaging to kids. I don't know that this will really like grab their attention is what I mean.
I don't know,
Back
man.
then,
It's it's
it
in
was
pretty CG.
something.
You're gonna plop a kid down in front of Rugrats. If it's
Not
written,
today,
I mean,
right?
yeah, you are. It's gonna give them something to watch while you do whatever you need to do in the background. And if it's written good enough that it's engaging for kids and adults at the same time, that's fine.
Well, the people of our generation and maybe older adults will
Those who
feel the
saw it,
nostalgia
it is
about
definitely
it.
nostalgia bait for that type of crowd. I, for one, watch Rugrats. I wouldn't. Well, was I? Were we big fans of that? Like whole all grown ups. I know I liked Rocket Power a lot. Of all the classy art style, I like Rocket Power the most because at that time I was all into like extreme sports. You remember the biking and scooters and
You were
skateboarding and
into
stuff.
extreme
Well,
sports.
not extreme, but I liked that type of stuff. You too, don't you remember?
Right. I did. Yeah.
Yeah,
I do remember,
yeah.
but
Not skateboarding because after that Christmas when I got a skateboard and I went
that
out,
I bought for you.
yes,
I
and
so painstakingly said, Christopher
I had
will love
everything.
this.
And I remember going out that Christmas morning and pushing on the driveway and just like getting ready to try this out, you know? And I fell right on my back and it felt like I fell forever. And I just stared up in the sky, helmet on, bat in pain, and just was like, nah. Nah.
Wow. Speaking of skateboarding, though, there's actually
Uh,
um a skateboarding anime going on right now.
really?
Yeah, it's called SK8 The Infinity. I watch it.
Skate Infinity?
I like it. I did not like a certain part that they did in the last episode, but we don't need to talk about that, do we?
Uh,
Anyhow,
Anywho's, I really
right.
like.
On that Christmas morning, I want to talk about that Christmas
Oh
morning as well.
god.
I was glad that I received they call them what rollerblades.
Oh yeah. I think I would have preferred
No,
rollerblades.
you wouldn't. I think you wouldn't have liked anything
I had a
with
scooter and a
wheels.
bike at that time. I rather and I could skate. We both could skate. Just the whole thing with the skateboard was just my balance and just how uncomfortable I felt on the friggin' thing. I
I just did
remember.
not like to turn the corner at the top of the street because of the dogs always barking at me. Even though
Yeah,
they were
yeah.
like 10 houses down, their voice just annoying.
I
Anyhow,
always used to ride past that corner really, really fast.
I always used to not take that corner unless it was with someone. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Anyway,
yeah, I gave up on
from
skateboarding.
from the class key ones, I really liked As Told by Ginger, you know? And
I
every time I think of As
like
Told by
that.
Ginger, I have to sing the song.
Stop,
Someone once
stop,
told me the grass is much
stop it,
greener. You know you
stop.
want to sing
I
as
don't
well.
want to sing the
You
stupid
should just
song.
come along. Come along for the last
No,
part.
Ugh,
Come along for the last part. Come on.
no, I don't want to sing the
On
stupid
the
song.
other side. Such a
I don't remember the whole song.
but I paid a visit. I don't know the last part. I don't know the part after that.
Na, na,
It
na,
goes da na na na
na.
na 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 till further notice, till further notice. I'm in between, I'm
Uh,
in between, and from where I'm standing, the grass is green. Someone once told me the grass is much greener on the other side.
I
That's how it goes.
kind of like that as well. For it was pretty much just
It was
uh
just her in school, going through school life
yeah,
with
and I
her friends and, going through all kinds of different
like
puberty and
and I
liking
think
people and
I think
schoolwork and
I could have
teachers and,
I could relate this to some. I related to the character a bit, I guess.
hmm
Weird stuff going on in school and like that. I like that too.
I like her
I
little brother always
I
doing
still
something
hated. I think
foolish.
that was the peak for me of hating the art style, though.
What?
Yeah,
Ginger?
Ginger for me. Some of those characters were just so like disgusting looking to
Looking?
me, like just ugh,
Okay, okay.
like
Wow.
aggressively. I do not want to watch this right now.
Wow.
The other show, Thornberries.
Thornberries. I was
Yeah,
thinking
I
of that as
rarely
well.
watch that though.
Yeah, I think that used to show on Saturday morning somewhere.
I don't know. I just never. It doesn't seem to be on the lineup
I feel
on
like I
Nick
saw
whenever I would see it.
maybe three
I
episodes.
saw like I think I watched like a movie or something like
No,
that.
I did not watch a movie.
I never really like not watched that one either. The girl in that's well, no, all the characters in that god awful looking as well. It just doesn't make me feel good. I don't know how to
I
explain it.
hear you. I hear you. Maybe that is why they changed the art. The
Eh,
you know,
it's still the
maybe they
same
did test
art
and
style.
realized they
It's
couldn't
just
bring it back.
clean. It's just clean
Right.
CGI. It's still gonna look ugly as fuck, but it's still going to be clean. It's
I don't
just
know.
one of those things for me, Kimberly. Like the shows are fine and they're pretty good. I just didn't like the art style that they had. That's all.
Okay.
That's really all. I just after a point, I, it disgusts me. You never had that feeling for anything. It's like I can't look at this now. I can't look at it at all.
I mean, I'm sure I have. I just can't remember.
Mm, I don't know. I'm not a prude for art styles that must look perfect and all animated or whatever. It's just that.
It
It's just
turn you off.
it. Yeah, something about it. Just how people look. Just not right. It's not right, Kim.
What about
Anyways,
Ed and Eddie? Not that the art style is the same, but what about
Ed
that?
and
Thinking
Eddie.
about something where the art style is kind of like even straight lines are kind of fluid, kind of.
I don't know. I never got that feel from Ed and Eddie, even
Okay.
though some that show had some moments where it was just absolutely disgusting. But
Yeah.
the art style, and 50-50 for me. Like it didn't give me that feeling that the other shows did, the
Mhm.
Klasky shows and whatever. It didn't give me that feeling of this is absolutely disgusting. But there are some parts of Ed and Eddie that's just not not great to look at. Too
Mm.
many times those kids put their tongues on things and just get
Yeah,
a
yeah.
little too gross for
That
me.
show would not do so well in this time,
Oh
with
no, it
COVID
definitely
and
would.
everything. Can't
Oh,
be telling kids to put their tongues on different things. It's just, it wouldn't work. It wouldn't
I
work.
liked Ed and Eddie though. It was pretty good,
I
pretty
feel like
fun
I
show.
only started watching Ed and Eddie later, like
Later,
several years after
it
it
had like
had come
really
out.
peaked in popularity and
Yeah.
whatnot. Okay.
Because at first I did not like it.
Ah, okay.
Just the story and looking at the guys, and I was just like, ugh,
It's all about getting
this is
jawbreakers.
not for me. This is just some stupid kids. I'm
No.
maybe stupid, but I'm not like them.
And then you end up watching it years later.
Yeah, but I only watched a few episodes as
Oh,
well.
okay. It's a
You
good.
know?
It's it's TV you could leave on in the background.
I don't know. I mean,
For me,
I guess so
for
because
me,
I
yeah,
wasn't really watching it.
yeah. It was definitely that for me. Whenever like do homework and stuff, it would be around that time, so it will just have it on in the background, and it would just
I think
play.
Courage used to come
Yeah, and the
on. Was
courage
it
used to come
before
on
that or
either
after
before,
that?
after,
It
most
was
likely after.
after. Courage
Yeah.
was a late
Mm-hmm.
show.
Not really late, but like 7, 8, I guess 6 around that time. Not really
Isn't that
late.
late? Parents used to tell the children to go to sleep at 8 o'clock. No,
Right. Well, I guess it'd be late at first for real, because you have to like get in bed by what, like 8, 9.
9. Yeah.
Oh man, those were the most terrible days.
Anyhow, I feel like Courage was not for kids.
Courage, the I think I remember reading an article a few years ago where I think the creators or whatever, like we were trying to scare kids.
Yeah, I get that.
They were legit trying
I
to
mean,
scare
today
kids.
I would go and watch all the Courage episodes. I know I would be laughing, but there are some of them.
They're just like, nah, fuck
And
this.
and here's the thing, there were a lot of Courage episodes where things just ended like ambiguously. You didn't
or
really know what.
or just things just really just ended uncomfortable as or
Yeah,
unresolved as fuck. And
yeah,
then the next episode will start up and everything's fine again.
yeah.
Like there's that whole episode with the dogs and the cat girl. The cat start escaping like some dog city, and it's a whole like metaphor for fucking prostitution.
Really?
Yes, yes.
Wow.
And it's I remember. I think I was. I don't know. I definitely was like 16 or so when I realized that. I was like, huh. This might seem like Courage is helping these two cat girls escape these big Doberman dogs, and it's all from like the city and all that stuff. Like, oh, okay, this is just another adventure. But then when you realize what's going on, you're like, oh, 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 oh.
Yeah. I obviously did not know until
I
just now.
don't think a show. Then again, you never know. I haven't really been paying attention to what cartoons or what is
There
considered
was Adventure
child
Time
entertainment. No, I did.
the other day.
Adventure Time ended.
There's that one with Gumball.
Gumball ended long time ago, I
Okay,
think.
what about Gravity Falls?
That only had 2 seasons, and it was actually pretty good for sure.
What about the one with the guy with the bird nose? No, he was a blue bird.
I have no idea. Wait,
He
Bluebird?
was a blue bird.
What?
A blue bird
Oh, you
was the
talking about
character.
Mordecai and Rigby?
I think so.
Yeah, that
What
was
about that?
great. There's the creators also had another show. Well, I think it's on Netflix. Something to do with life at 30. I can't remember. I have to look it up. But it's the same art style, but it's far more adult oriented. Even
I
though
felt
their
like that
first,
was adult
it
oriented
was
though.
definitely adult oriented. I loved Mordecai and Rigby. It's great. That
Okay.
show is great. Was it called Mordecai and Rigby, or was it
I
called
don't
something else?
know.
It was great though. That was good. Good TV. Good cartoon.
I don't know what's on TV either.
I don't watch TV anymore either. Barely.
I mean, no one really watches TV.
True.
Yeah, we all stream something,
True. True.
but it's still TV. I
It's
still
still TV.
consider it watching TV. It's
Yeah.
just not on TV.
Yeah, I don't. I'm always. If I'm watching stuff, more or less, I'm probably on YouTube, more or less. YouTube, Amazon Prime, Netflix, that type of crap.
Oh, when you were talking about something that makes you uncomfortable,
uh,
for me, I just remember because I always saying this. I even said this to you the other day.
what?
Rocco's World or whatever.
Oh,
That used to
yeah.
make me feel real uncomfortable. I did not like watching
Mm.
that.
That show definitely had a lot of hidden innuendo. I think the guys who also did Rocko's World did Rim and Stimpy.
I
Also
don't even
another
know what that is.
very definitely adult humored cartoon that very tipped the line many a time
Uh huh.
on what they could view and stuff. But yeah, I think it's the same guys. But yeah, Rocco's World was weird because I think he worked for a sets line or some shit at one point, or his friends did,
Did
and
he?
also it is very blatant. It's hidden. It's what you. It was definitely hidden in plain sight.
This is what I know. I watch a lot of episodes of Rocko's World, but I would always feel like kind of unsettled or uncomfortable while watching it.
What was your age around this time then that you watched this thing?
Oh my
Because you know
god.
sometimes when you're a child and you watch something that you don't maybe not understand, but
Understand?
you know that
It's a feeling, I
is
think.
yeah.
It's just a feeling.
Like I shouldn't be looking at this right now, or
I don't know how old I was.
it's like an instinct.
Maybe it
Yeah,
was 8.
yeah. You definitely were like, what is some of this stuff? Or the show is just incoherent to you for a lot of it.
That was around the time that we would watch Doug. So
Ah,
when
yeah.
was that?
I don't know. Definitely yeah, afternoon. Oh, you mean like age?
Yeah.
10, 12 for me? Yeah.
So
So
then,
definitely 8 for you.
okay.
Yeah.
Anyhow, that was not the one.
Nah. I liked it for a few times, but I didn't really watch a lot of Rocko's World.
Hmm.
It was too weird for me.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, speaking about Nick stuff, that article about Avatar, how they're going to be some Avatar Studios thing,
Right.
and they're going to be
They're
creating
going to do
more
some other
things.
series that's inside of the world.
They're apparently the creators wanted to do a live action again after the movie Avatar. You're talking about Avatar, the Airbender,
The Last
the last
Airbender.
Airbender, and they were apparently supposed to be doing a live action with Netflix, but
Really?
yeah, they were
I did not know
they
about that.
fell through last year. Apparently, there still might be something going on, but the original creators are now back with, I guess, Nick or some call it Avatar Studios. So they're gonna be doing more stuff in that world. I don't know how to feel about that. I like Avatar. Korra, I watched the first 3 seasons of Korra. I have not watched the fourth season. I have heard things about it, but I still plan to watch it. But oh, excuse me. The first Korra definitely isn't Avatar, or in my opinion, it's not as good for what I've seen. But season three definitely really was fantastic. This has been a while now, but I really thought that okay, yeah, this is good. This is some good shit.
Mm-hmm.
Good shit. You know? Season two, I also liked. Season one is probably what I would have considered the weakest for me. It really was nah. I like season two and I like season three so far. I have to watch season four for my to give a real proper opinion on the show. Right?
Um, so I probably shouldn't say something that I saw then.
What?
It's okay. I
Yeah,
got you.
yeah. For things like I grew up watching Avatar. Me and you did. I enjoyed it a lot, even some of the flaws or whatever going on with it. But really tight knit, fantastic cartoon. Yeah, it it does. I love it. Avatar is great. Some people say that it was what do you call a flash in the pan in when they're referring to Korra, in that Korra is not as good as it and
A
whatnot.
what? A flash in the pan?
Is that what they call it? That's not the term for when it's like something's only one and done type of thing. Like Avatar was the best. It was one time good thing, and everything else to do with it is kind of muddled and meh.
Okay, but apparently there are books and
There are
everything,
books. There's an
and
entire
there are a whole
comic
bunch of
series,
other
like 70
stories and
chapters and stuff like that.
everything.
Yeah,
So
there's a whole the comics. I remember
even
the
if you say
comics.
that,
You remember when you used to buy like the Witch comics. They had,
Okay, what about it?
yeah, the Avatar comics were like right next to them.
Oh,
Yeah, I remember picking up a few things whenever we go to see them, go
I
and pick up new
may
check.
or may not remember
Yeah,
having seen them.
yeah, they've it ran for a while too, and it's most likely more or less considered canon stuff and things like that. You've ever watched anything from Korra or anything like that? Do you know anything about Korra?
Wow, that is some cold stuff right now.
What?
I
What?
nearly lost my cool and actually
Right? You
hit
what?
you. Wow, that is some cold stuff, Chris.
I don't know. I'm
I
sorry.
watched Korra before you did.
Oh, you watched the entire thing?
No, I dropped Korra, but I
Oh,
watched it before you did.
I
And
don't.
then you started watching it.
Oh, okay. I didn't
You,
know.
wow, wow,
I'm sorry.
wow,
I
wow,
don't
wow.
remember this stuff.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Why are you looking at me like that? I'm sorry that I
I know
didn't
you were gonna
remember.
act like if you. Uh,
You dropped the
Let me
in
have some
first
tea. Let me
season
have some
or
chocolate
second
tea.
season?
Ay, ay, ay. Wow, 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 wow. Pardon me?
Did
What
when
now?
did you drop it?
I dropped it in the second season, I believe,
Oh, okay. Why?
because I did not like it.
Ah, that's
I mean,
fair. That's straight up fair.
they said that it gets better. So
Yes.
now I would go back and see how what is better because I know that it I'm not even going to like fake. I know that it wasn't good. Her
Mm.
character
Oh
wasn't there.
yes, yes.
For a lot of people and myself, I didn't like her character. I didn't know what was going on with the story. I felt like it wasn't progressing properly.
Season two
Um
really
Anyhow,
like
they said
something.
the people who stuck with it,
Uh huh.
they said that it got better in the third season. They
You want to
said
know why I like season three?
so.
Because of the villains.
Well, I don't know.
The villains of season three actually are really interesting, and how they go about doing and just being fucking evil. Well, the main villain is far more interesting than, well, Korra herself. The issue I have with Korra as a character in the three seasons I've watched is that it seems that at the beginning of each, like, season two and season three, it like her character resets, and she hasn't like learned anything from her last few experiences.
Mm-hmm.
It almost felt like a character who must be rebellious or something like that. They're like trying to do the opposite to what Aang was. Aang was spiritually strong, but he was physically he didn't he only knew airbending, and he had to learn all of them, and he had struggles learning them.
Right, where she
Versus
knew
Korra, where she
everything.
figured out how to do all but airbending, which is the more spiritually inclined thing. So her whole thing is about emotion, trying to figure out who she is, essentially
Mm-hmm.
trying to figure out who she is. And that is fine, but grow a little bit. That's all the biggest issue. And the one thing that always was just constantly annoying was just the romancy relationship nonsense in the show. I feel like that took up way too much of everybody's time. Like, does she like this boy?
I
Do they
wouldn't know.
don't like this? Yeah. Yeah. I like season two for the history of how the Avatar came to be. I like that stuff. That was pretty interesting. Some people didn't like that, but I liked it. I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. That's how the Avatar can be. We get to see the world turtle and all that stuff that Aang mentioned before. But yeah, I need to watch season four, see how it really ends, and I hope whatever they do, the studios do, it isn't bad. Because I I'm actually one of the few people who are glad the live action nonsense got cancelled. Like, why? Oh, speaking of live actions now, did you see that thing apparently about the Winx Club having a Netflix adaptation.
What is this?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. I only found out about like a day or two ago.
Um,
Yeah. Yes.
okay. Really?
Yes. The Winx Club has an adaptation.
No, you're saying it has one? Not that it's
Yes.
getting one. It
Mm.
has a live action in English?
I'm pretty sure it's on Netflix. Yeah, Fate the no, Fate the Winx Saga is a drama series on Netflix, and season one
Are they
is
teenagers? I hope they're not
fairies
teenagers.
attend a magical boarding school in
Uh,
the other world where they must learn to master their magical powers while navigating love, rivalries, and monsters that
so
threaten
it's
their very
still it
existence.
still winks to a T where they're still in school.
Oh, a lot of people didn't like it apparently.
Yeah, I
Look at
can
how they
see
look.
that.
It's all modern
Um,
day ish looking like, I guess.
um,
That's the trailer there. And I'm guessing that's what's her face. I can't remember the oh yeah, that's her, alright. Well
so it's cancelled, right?
why do you assume it's cancelled? It only came out last month on Netflix.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Cause instantly so it's cancelled, right?
Um,
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
really know what to say. There's
Me
some things
neither.
that I just wouldn't imagine
I don't
that they
know.
get a live action because it's not in my mind that they should get one. I
I know,
mean, why
right?
would you try to ruin something? And obviously, they didn't do a
I
good job
mean,
of it.
have you seen the Avatar movie? Yeah,
I haven't. That's
why
what
would
I'm
they
trying to
try to
tell you.
ruin something? It's so terrible. It's one of the
Um,
worst adapted things I've ever seen in my life.
there's just some things that they don't need any help, you know?
They don't need any help.
Yeah.
I don't really know
It's
what to
like
tell
this.
you.
Someone is dangling off the side of a bridge,
Okay.
with the water below them and everything, right?
Uh-huh.
And you come to save them with a rope,
Okay.
but your rope is already really worn down. So when you throw it and they catch it and you're like pulling them up, it falls apart and they still fall into the ocean. Do you see? They didn't need your help. Matter of fact, they should just fallen into the ocean and get someone to go on in after them. Do you understand? Some things just don't need the help.
I don't know, man. Like everything's about
Money?
taking yes that and it's all about is it just seems to be taking something that was popular and adapting for people who are now working adults so that they spend money and have their kids come and
You
see it.
mean us? So
Yes,
we're this group where
that's
all of these
definitely
things
the
have been made
demographic
to target us. All of
target.
these rejuvenated
Yeah,
projects.
it's all nostalgia bait and sometimes it's good.
I don't think it's working.
It doesn't work always well.
Um,
Sometimes it's good and it actually you know what focus on things that this is my thing with like redoing like movies and shows and adapting certain things. Choose the things that didn't do well and do them better
I agree. I
instead
agree.
of
I
taking these
so
things
agree. I so agree.
that got a certain amount of popularity
Exactly.
and
Leave it
people
alone.
know
Don't 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 even touch it. Don't even think about it. It's
exactly.
done great. Okay, forget about it. What about other things? Did you see potential in other things? But no, people I think they want to latch on to, well, like you said, the already popular
Popular
ones.
things. This was popular 10 years ago. The kids who watch this are adults now. Let's have this whole
We're
new
not buying
version.
it. We're not buying it.
Let's make it live action
Listen,
for them.
listen. Us, the people of our generation, about new things. We're all about new ideas. You know?
Well, according to this, people a 6.9 on IMDb, and
6.9 is not bad,
a
but it's not good.
35% on
It's
Rotten
less than
Tomatoes.
okay.
I don't think I'm going to watch that.
I'm
Like,
definitely not gonna
like,
watch it. I don't even have to think about it. I
like,
mean, come on.
I'm not. I'm
I
gonna
love
say it
Winx
now.
Club.
I loved Winx Club
Exactly,
as a kid.
exactly.
I loved the stupid, dumb animation
I
and
didn't think it was dumb.
the
I think it was
lame
great.
romance stuff and the stupid witches trying to
Exactly.
beat the Winx and stuff, and then the little fairies that they essentially they got
Yes.
later. I loved
Me too.
dumb Winx Club stuff.
Yeah.
Okay,
I hear you. I
I'm
feel
not
you.
going to sully the memories of my
With
childhood
exactly
with
with what
some
that is.
garbage
Mm-mm. The
adaptation.
moment you said it was live action, I was like, well, I'm not even in the room anymore. I can't even like hear you. I
next, next they're
no.
going to be like, we're going to do a witch
Oh my
live
god.
action.
Okay, look.
I need to actually
They
buy
should
all
just
the
animate
witch
the rest
comics.
of Witch and maybe
I think
make
it
more of
did,
the story.
but I know the comics.
They should just do more of the story. They should make more of the comics and have more story and
I
animate
think
that instead of making a live action if they ever think to.
I think the witch comics only ended like a few years ago. By
Yeah,
the
you
way,
already you already said this.
I did.
Yes.
Yeah, because I remember you. Well, you were the original person who picked up the
Oh, which is
comics.
so nice.
Yeah, and then I read them because I thought it was interesting,
They were.
and then
They're
we
good.
ended up just picking them up. Yeah, the TV series didn't get far, and it. Oh no, it didn't. It ran from 2001 to 2012, the entire series. So yeah, only
Anyhow,
8 years ago it was done.
if I don't know things that
Live action.
didn't do bad, I mean didn't do well that they should think of.
There are a lot of cartoons and things that could do with a redo and things like that these days from like the 90s. Bring back dinosaurs.
Oh my god, no. What? No.
Dinosaurs. You know the opening? That's the best part of dinosaurs.
Um.
Goddamn opening was amazing.
Uh,
What you doing that? I remember watching dinosaurs every Friday afternoon as soon as I come from school.
how long ago was this? Because I did not.
This is
First of
literally
all, I think
ages
I was
ago.
on the edge of dinosaurs when it was like,
I think
whatever in
we
its
were in
heyday,
primary
and I
school.
didn't even used to watch it like that. I probably seen like 5 episodes.
It didn't have a lot of episodes, if I remember correctly. It only had like one season, and they got canceled.
Thank the Lord.
It was good. It's essentially a Transformers ripoff, but it was still good.
Hmm.
Most of the shows from that 90s, 80s period are all about selling toys anyway.
I guess so.
Well, it's still kind of the same today, but it's more about selling merch. Same fucking thing. The amount of Funko Pops that they make for fucking garbage these days is ridiculous.
I wouldn't know.
Ugh.
I wouldn't know.
I think though I should really get all the Witch series again. I never finished it. The cartoon didn't go very far either. Mm. I know the authors of this did something else called Skydoll. I don't remember if that's done. I think that's because it's Italian. The people who did it are Italian, and I don't know if all their stuff is translated. So
Speaking of which, I used to like the triplets.
the triplets. Oh,
That was one of my favorite
that
shows.
the triplets is one of your favorite shows.
Yeah, I was young then, and I really loved it. Matter of fact, I still like it. Not that I have seen it in all of these years, but the feeling is definitely there for it.
The triplets. I can't. I remember like it was they're almost fighting a witch,
Mm-hmm.
right? Yeah, excuse me.
That's all. That's all there is to it.
Because the song that they used to sing, I
I
can't
like the
remember.
song.
It was
I
very
know.
cute. I
Mm-hmm.
remember it being one of those shows that used to come on early in the morning
Yeah.
before school.
Yeah.
And it always used to actually relax me before
Yeah,
school.
me too.
Oh, Triplet. It was fun. That was a fun little cartoon. It was
I know.
cute as hell too.
Hmm.
That old and remember Franklin? Oh, it's
Ugh. Listen,
give me
I am not about the
grown.
Franklin life, okay? I never
Uh,
have been.
all right, you're not about animals walking around and talking and
I
shit.
mean, no, not like that. But ugh, just no for Franklin.
Yeah.
Franklin was like, I don't know how to explain it, but he's just a no. He's a no, okay? Full stop.
He's just a no. It was that bad, Kimberly. Don't like
It
Franklin.
wasn't that bad. It was just Franklin.
Yeah. The show really didn't have any.
Substance.
Yeah, it was just another show for kids
It
type
was
of thing.
definitely not for us. I feel like we were over the age range, first of all. And even if we were in the age range, I feel like no one in that age range
Give a
would be
crap about
watching
that
it.
show.
Maybe younger kids who don't understand anything.
Franklin was just like boring.
I think like Franklin belong on Discovery Kids or something. You know?
Oh, remember Discovery Kids? And
Yeah.
remember all of those.
Bob the Builder, can he
Oh,
fix
okay,
it?
I'm glad you brought Bob the Builder. What the hell is with
What?
like TV shows? I'm just putting faces. Well, then again,
You mean the one with the trains that I don't
no, no,
remember?
not. I'm Tom. I know about Thomas the Tank Engine, but I'm just like, what's with that whole concept?
It's for
I
kids.
know, but
It makes it
it's so
cute or
weird.
something.
I
I don't
guess.
know.
Remember JJ the Jet Plane?
Wait, what?
JJ the Jet Plane. Do you remember that?
I think I remember the name, but I don't remember any of
This
what it looks like.
this ugly motherfucker. You remember
Oh
watching
my
this crap?
gosh, I remember that.
Oh
I
god.
totally hate
Remember, look at
that. I
this.
do not like the faces. This is
That
what is
is what I'm
creepy.
talking about. What is
Okay.
with the faces?
Okay, so it was different in Bob the Builder.
I don't know.
Their faces were actually part of the vehicle. It wasn't like a human face onto
Look at
the
this.
truck, but
Oh my
these are
god.
human
I just
faces onto the planes. Oh
ugh.
my.
This
Yeah,
is
this is a no.
that's giving
This
me
is
that
also a
feeling.
no.
It's giving me
The
that feeling.
uncomfortable feeling.
Ugh.
I want to puke feeling. I hear you. I feel you. Yeah.
Ah, God.
It's equivalent to the half.
All right, your thing.
That's it. The feeling that you get with that, that's the feeling I get with the half.
With the whole half people monster thing.
Yeah.
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 Like mermaids and uh,
Really?
yeah,
I don't know.
you
I
don't
just
like that. Yeah, I understand. For me, they really just I mean, but cars that doesn't give me the same feeling. Though I
exactly like I'm
don't
saying.
because it's built in and it's not a
Right. It's
face.
it's like the eyes are the
Headlights and
lights
things.
and they're all parts of the actual car that make up,
Yeah,
whatever
the
the
face.
facial features are.
So it doesn't feel
But
as disgusting.
that I remember that. Wow, I hate that.
We used to
I
watch that
hate that.
all the time.
Did we?
Yes.
We we was sick or something. We was sick. I'm telling you now. We was real
This
sick.
is what I mean that when you're a kid, you have no taste as a child. Like
Are you sure we used to watch all of
Kim,
that? I remember seeing it, but
I
did
can
we watch all of it?
We could call up mom now, and she could tell us all the time. She sit us down in front of like PBS Kids or Discovery, whatever channels is
We
shown,
enjoy
and
that?
we sat and watched and enjoyed this
No,
garbage.
I think we felt uncomfortable about it while watching
No, no,
it.
no, 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 no. I remember actively singing the JJ the Jetpling song.
Well, I feel uncomfortable about it now.
Me too.
Um,
It's just so.
it's wrong.
It's so wrong.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe it's because of just how old the 3D stuff will. Ugh.
Um,
No,
I
some of those
don't.
faces just look bad.
Yes, I don't think
Look
it
so
matters
wrong.
what animation style it had. It would just be bad. It's not right.
I could hear the weaseling, disgusting voices of some of the characters now in my head. Look at that smile.
Why do you keep
Oh
showing
my
it to me?
god. I'm gonna have nightmares now. I don't know why I'm doing this to myself.
Wow.
Tarry Tongue is a full of fun for 6-year-old JJ the Jet plane. A happy little plane. He and his friends, including. Ugh, never mind. I'm done.
There is one that I used to enjoy.
What?
It was with the little chibi looking people, animals. And they used to be like superheroes on this, I don't know, this building in the ocean. And they used to fly out and like save people. You know what I'm talking about?
I
I
know
think the name
what you're
begins with
talking.
S, but I
I'm
can't
thinking,
remember
is
what
it
it's called.
Saviors? Something like that.
Save'ems? The Save'ems.
I think that was it. I think that was it. Save 'em.
That was cute and nice, wasn't it?
Let me see. The save. Ah, I just saw it. I just saw it. Look at it. Yeah, the save 'ems.
The Save'ems was nice.
Well, they look weird, but I remember. Yeah, I remember liking this because
Me
they had a
too.
whole bunch of like different uh vehicles to use to help people and
Yeah.
things like that. It was really really fun. Now that I think about it, I really like the save 'ems.
Yeah, the Save'ems was good.
Yeah,
Well,
see, even IMDb agrees. 7.5 out of 10. JJJ Plan was like 3.9.
the people got it right. The people, no.
That was a good show now I think about it. I remember these characters, yeah. I remember really liking it and the island and all the different vehicles and all that stuff.
As soon as you said island, I remembered
Look at
something
the
else.
islands there. That's the island where they would
I remembered
come from.
something totally
The
different though.
building that they were on.
Do
Yeah.
you remember on Disney Channel there was, oh goodness, the tiger, not the tiger, the bunny and the rabbit. The rabbit and the bunny.
Mom used to watch that all the time.
Do you remember?
I think it was something on Mr. Whiskers.
Was it Randy? Brandy?
Brandy and Mr. Whiskers? Was it that?
When you said island, I remember that because they were like in the jungle,
Because they got like
stranded.
stranded or something like that.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, Brandy and Mr. Whiskers.
Yeah. I like that. Every day after
Yes,
school, I
right?
would watch that. I
Mom
would
watched
come
it a
home and
lot.
watch.
Whenever when we come home and Mom had on Disney Channel, she would be watching
She
Brandy.
would have it on for us,
I know,
but
but
she
she would
would
watch it
enjoy it as
alone.
well.
I like Brandy and Mr. Whiskers.
Me too, me
Even
too.
though I think Mr. Whiskers was like in jail or something because he always used that orange jumpsuit, and I always assumed that he was like a prisoner.
What? Are you trying
I'm
to ruin like
no
my
look at him though.
I
He
am
has
looking
he has the
now.
scraggly beard and he's wearing the orange jumpsuit and like is it that supposed to be
Whoa.
like he's a
Hold on.
criminal?
You always thought that?
Yes. I
Wow.
almost
You're saying
thought
some things tonight that are really shocking my childhood, you know? You're
I
hitting me
always
right in the childhood.
I always thought it was assumed that I don't know he was like a criminal.
Whoa. Is this real?
I don't know.
Did they say that and I'm not remembering, or is that your
That's just
theory?
my theory that he was a criminal.
That is that is all too shocking from my childhood.
I mean, it kind of fits, right? Hmm?
Does
I
it?
don't know.
Fits. Fits what?
You have a struggle. I don't know. Brandy and Mr. Wizards are both stranded in the Amazon rainforest full of noisy creatures. Outwit the blah blah blah. I think he was a criminal.
Wow, okay.
I am pretty sure or not. I don't know. I just when I was a kid, I was like, oh, orange jumpsuit, scraggly beard. This guy has been in prison.
Yes, we're going to move on from there. Also on the Disney Channel, do you remember Jake the Dragon?
I remember them reworking the art style into one that I didn't
Yeah,
like,
that's another thing where it got reanimated. I
and it
didn't like
started
the
over.
second style either.
Me neither. I liked the first style, but apparently the second style was more in tune with what
With what?
the original or what they wanted or something like that. I don't know. I remember he went from kind of a cool, biggish dragon into a thin, kind of scraggly looking dragon, and I was like,
Christopher, I
"This
don't
is
mean to cut
lame."
you off, but all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you know what came to my mind?
What?
Jimmy Neutron. All of a
Uh,
sudden, I
his
didn't
big
even used
ass
to like
head.
watch Jimmy Neutron.
I liked Jimmy Neutron, but even me watching it after a certain point, I kind of got sick of it.
I did not used to watch it because I did not really enjoy it.
Like, I liked Jimmy Neutron at a certain point, but after a while, I just got bored of it.
And it's the same art style that they're gonna put, not art style, but it's the same CG that they're gonna put Rugrats in. I don't feel
Well,
good
it's not the
about that.
same CG. It's
It
CG
is the
more
same CG.
CG removed more by a decade or more. So, and it's way
I
better. I
saw
saw
it.
the video. It's way
Yeah, I
better.
saw it, but
It's
I
gonna
don't
be fine. It's
know.
more or less. It's probably. Here's what's gonna be. That show is going to be animated well, and it's gonna look nice. What's gonna matter is if it's interesting enough to sit down to
Yeah, I
waste your
don't
time.
think that it will be.
I don't know.
Uh,
It's all about the writing. If kids enjoy it,
are
they've
they
got a
going
hit.
to? Okay,
If not,
is it modern day a modern day story? Like,
no.
I mean,
I
is
mean,
it just the same Rugrats?
it's probably going to be the same Rugrats, and it's just going to be different stories altogether. They're probably not going to retread, and you can do so much stuff with kids. Since 95% of the show was just the kids' imaginations taking them on, taking them for rides, and them interacting with the adults, and the adults having existential crisis
You know, when
around the
all
kids.
grown up came up, I was like so proud.
Really? Proud?
Yeah, that they like grew up.
Oh,
So cute.
I
I thought they
watched
were
that.
so cute.
I watched that for a bit, but I just got tired of it. I didn't care.
I think I watched all of it, but I'm not sure.
It was
I
decent. It
remember,
was
is
trying to
it Chucky's
retread.
sister with the dark purple hair?
Right? Yeah.
She was my favorite. She was so
Stepsister.
cute.
Yeah.
So cute.
It
So cute.
it was just retreading like stuff that as told by Danger did, just with the Rugrat characters for the most part.
I know, but it was the Rugrats. It was the Rugrats grown up.
It
So cute.
it
Ah.
was whatever, man. I didn't care about that.
Oh, wow.
Any other cartoons or stuff you remember from?
Yeah. Earlier this came to me when we were thinking about Winx. I was thinking about Martin Mysteries
Ooh,
and is it Totally Spies?
yes, same
Yeah.
animating animators.
I also thought about Danny Phantom and the
Yeah.
Robot Girl. What was that one
Uh,
called? The girl
My
who was
Life
a
as a Teenage
teenage
Robot.
robot. That's that.
A lot
That
of
that.
people. I saw somebody on that same Twitter that you sent me with the whole Rugrats thing.
Hmm.
Somebody was like, "If Invader Zim and
Oh my god,
Rugrats can
Invader
get
Zim.
rebooted, they got
Invader Zim.
came back. It came back. It got like either a short series or a movie.
Oh my god, I love Invader Zim. The Invader Zim was like one of my favorite
You should
favorite.
rewatch it. That stuff is highly rewatchable and really good.
I have watched episodes, every now and then. I rewatch every now and then. Not like the whole
I got
different
you, guy.
seasons, but I watch different episodes every now and then. Oh my
Yeah, it's
god.
great.
Invader Zim's good.
What you just say?
I love Invader Zim. It's
Yeah,
great.
it was really good. Well, we talk about Martin Mystery and Totally Spies, but yeah, Martin Mystery ran for like 3 seasons. Yeah, it was good. I liked it.
A few years ago, I had watched over Martin Mysteries.
Me too. I tried doing it with Totally Spies, but there's too much. There's too much. There's too much. Totally Spies, like way too much.
When
There's
I
6 seasons of
watch,
that.
when I watch Jujutsu Kaisen, You
Uh-huh.
know the in between, like the interlude when
Uh-huh.
it breaks for the show.
It reminds you of
It
Martin
reminds me of
Mystery.
Martin Mystery. I said
It's
that to you
weird.
before, right?
Yes.
I don't know why. Maybe it's the green goop. Something is green or purple on the name, on the title. I think that's
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
It
So
must be
weird.
that because Martin Mystery is had a lot of goop.
A lot of goop. A lot of goop.
Yeah.
They always wearing goop. Because they were always dealing with
Yeah.
like ghosts and stuff like that. Totally Spies ran for what, 13 years? That's a
Oh my
lie.
God, is that legit?
Wait, that's a lie. That can't be true. 2001 to 2014.
I definitely wasn't watching it still.
Because it did have 6 seasons, and each season is really friggin' long, if I remember correctly. I tried to rewatch it, but man, that is definitely TV that's just can be mind numbing. If you watch, you can't binge in
If you
this will
watch it all together, like
annoy
you
the
said,
shit
yeah,
out of you
yeah,
because so much of the episodes are just the same type of
yeah.
thing.
It's like something happens and they get called out, they solve
Uh
back
huh.
to
They
headquarters.
get somebody gets kidnapped or like changed, or they have to save them.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
it it's good, but you could skip a whole season and nothing would
Yeah, nothing would
change.
be amiss. You wouldn't be.
That's kind of why I like Martin Mystery more of the two, because it's definitely far more directed and has a each story, and sometimes they have stories that reference back over time and things like that.
Hmm.
It's far more. It's written more clearly. Totally Spies is more like, what weird shit are we gonna do this week?
I guess so. I don't know.
Yeah.
There was also that thing, 16. 16? Was it
Oh,
called?
16. You're right. You're not wrong. It's
Yeah.
16. That show.
I don't remember what channel was that?
I don't remember it. I want to say that whoever did 16 also did maybe Total Drama Island, because
Oh,
that's
I just
same type
remembered
of
something else
flash
as
and
well.
let's see,
Do you
the
remember
same type of.
Camp Laszlo?
I I didn't really like Camp Lazlo.
You didn't?
No.
I remember the part where Camp Laszlo was first coming out, and in the trailer, there was this part. Water, water. Does anybody have any water? Do you remember that
Uh
in the
huh.
trailer? Oh, that was so funny, and that's the reason why I started watching Camp Lazlo. But Camp Lazlo is,
Wow.
it's one of those um not
I,
for definitely not for everyone. We have a certain set of people that will
it
get us.
it's not like if it had anything bad, and it was just I just remember being kind of bored
Were you
watching it.
bored?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I don't
Anyhow,
remember really liking most of it. Yeah, I really didn't remember liking it. I just remember being bored watching it.
well, I've seen a couple episodes. It wasn't all bad.
It's I guess not. It's not. It's probably good. I guess I don't know. I never really paid it much attention. That and Chowder. Uh,
I did not like Chowder.
like I know Chowder did have a couple episodes of just really fucking funny. There's a bunch of stuff in Chowder that's really fucking funny, but at the same time, I just never really stuck with it.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where it's like, yeah, that's cool. That and Flapjack, yeah.
I didn't watch that either.
I just Flapjack came, I saw it, and I was like, yeah, whatever. you
Mm-hmm.
know,
Oh, yeah, I feel you.
is like I sometimes a lot of stuff kind of give me like SpongeBob isms as well. That kind of character as the main lead. After a while, like you, I understand why, because kids are watching this type of stuff. It's mostly for kids. I think I was just getting older and not having tolerance for those type of things as I got older.
Maybe. I think I went through a lot of phases with SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Um, I cannot remember clearly if I liked it first or if I didn't like it first.
Mm.
And then I started watching it and I was like, it's not so bad. I guess I'll watch it. But then I stopped watching it. And these days I'm just indifferent.
It was good. SpongeBob wasn't terrible, too terrible. It ran for fucking ever.
I do remember I
But
also had a phase where I used to laugh like SpongeBob.
oh god. Well, you remember
While I
when
was
I used to
watching
laugh?
SpongeBob, I used to laugh like SpongeBob, and I told
Yikes.
myself that this couldn't go on. So I think after that, I stopped watching
You remember when I
SpongeBob.
used to laugh like Ernie from Sesame Street? Ernie
How
and
does
Bert.
Ernie laugh again? Oh my god, yes, I remember. It was like,
I
is
don't
something wrong with your
know
mouth?
how that happened, but I'm so glad I stopped laughing like that.
That is
It
weird.
was really weird. I don't know why that happened, but yeah.
Yeah, these days you just laugh like Urkel.
Urkel.
Yeah.
I don't, I don't know. Fuck you. I don't laugh like that.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
Screw
Yeah, you
you.
do. It's
You're
so funny.
mocking me. Screw you. I don't laugh like that.
I'm merely producing an imitation of how it is. Okay?
How it is.
Anyway.
All of these things. I would like a new Martin mystery series or something along that line of animated, like mystery type
Mystery.
show. There's probably something. Well, I guess Gravity Falls kind of did that.
I didn't watch Gravity Falls actually,
You
but I
didn't
know
finish
that
it?
is good.
It's really
I
good.
know that you watched
I
it.
watched all of it.
I
Good.
didn't.
You should watch it. You really enjoy it.
I think I would as well.
I liked Gravity Falls a lot because of the whole brother and sister dynamic.
Mm-hmm.
Because well,
Because we're brother and sister.
and I
Oh,
always in
so
I think I
sentimental.
like Martin Mystery for the same reason as well because they're brother and sister.
Are they? Oh my
Yes,
god, I
yes,
totally like
they're
forgot about that.
yeah, they're siblings. I always really like stuff because I could relate to that type of thing, and most of the thing sibling stuff they get it right.
Do they?
Most of
I
the
don't
time,
know if most of the times they get
not
it
all the
right, but
time,
you
but
know.
for the stuff that I like, they got it right, and it's just like it's always enjoyable to see that type of stuff in animated things. It's great. So yeah,
Hmm.
hoping for you should definitely watch Gravity Falls. You will like it. Plus, there's a whole bunch of mystery stuff that the word died. There was like a whole big mystery hunt to actually find the thing in real life based on things in the show.
You know what just
It's
came
great.
to my mind?
I don't.
Of course you wouldn't, because even as brother and sister, we can't read minds.
What a pity.
Indeed. Symbionic Titan, though.
Ah,
Symbionic
Dad
Titan.
loved that show. He really loved it. Dad
Loved.
loved that show. I really liked Symbionic Titan.
Yeah, me too.
It's a shame that it never got a season two. It They canceled it, and I think the reason is also one of those times. It was one of those times when I don't know. I haven't watched anything on Cartoon Network in a year, but it's one of those times when they were like, "This needs to push merch, or this show is getting canceled." And well,
I
yeah.
think
Same thing that happened to Young
maybe
Justice
if it
before it got
did,
season three.
maybe if it went to another
But I mean, it's a
broadcast
relatively
station instead
it
of
was
Cartoon
it
Network.
wasn't the most amazing show. It set up a lot of
It
stuff.
had a good story and the
Yeah,
potential is
yeah.
there.
There's potential.
The world that is out there as well in
Yeah,
Symbionic Titan could be explored, and
the
you could
whole
create
you
anything.
can go places with it,
Ah,
but
it's too bad.
it's a shame. I really like that show. The Riftgate.
Yeah. I should watch Symbionic Titan again.
Watching it again will just make you sad again. Hmm.
Uh,
You know what you should watch though? What I should watch though is Samurai Jack. rewatch that.
I don't know. Samurai Jack was long, wasn't it?
Yes, and it got a final season and final episodes did for it like a year or two ago, a couple years ago, recently, to finish it off because it was incomplete. So it's completely finished, and I want to rewatch it from the beginning because I remember growing up and always missing episodes for some reason.
Did we miss episodes?
No, it was just that whenever it would air, I wouldn't be home, or I would just not.
I
It
think,
just
yeah,
wouldn't be
this is
home.
true. This
It
is
just would
true.
not be home at all whenever it aired. So sometimes I would record it on VHS and whatnot.
Oh,
But then after I just because it got so sporadic, I just kind of stopped following it. And whenever it came on, since I was already behind, I'm not gonna watch this now. I don't know what's going on.
there's something I remember because you said Samurai Jack.
But
What was that thing called? The Shaolin one.
Shaolin Showdown, it
Oh,
I think they
that was
reboot
definitely
it
one of, wait, for the third time?
or some nonsense like that. I know there's
Because I
like
know it was done twice.
yeah,
Are you saying it's done a third
I'm
time?
pretty sure that they're doing it
Wow.
a third time or
I
something
used to
like that.
really like
It
Shaolin
was
Showdown.
2003 that they did it, and then there was another one. Hang on. All right, let's see. There's this one in 2003, the first three seasons. What else? Is there anything else? The follow-up series was called Shaolin Chronicles,
I watched it.
2013. It began the long year run. It only lasted 1 year, and it had 26 episodes. Yeah, I think they were planning to do something else again, as far as I know. Sequel series. Oh yeah, just the Shaolin Chronicles. I never watched that, but I liked Shaolin Showdown.
I did too.
It
That
was pretty
reminds me of
good.
something else. Wow, this is everything is has a past. It seems. Do you remember the Jackie Chan?
Oh
Of course, I
man,
would
I love
remember
that
that
show. Jackie Chan
after.
Adventures was awesome.
Yeah.
It kind of gets really repetitive because each season there were some new magical MacGuffins that they had to go and collect and whatnot.
Yeah.
But the best thing about Jackie Chan Adventures is the character development of the big guy. I think his name was Toru. You remember Toru? Him. That's the guy I'm talking about. He's the one. He was a villain, and then he became their ally. There. He always worked with Uncle to like figure out stuff and things like that in the background and whatnot. He was essentially their muscle as well. It was great. I don't think I ever finished watch this because it has like
Oh, so I
five
don't think that's
seasons.
true. I don't think that's true.
But I remember the Talisman arc.
I'm pretty sure
I
we watched
remember
all of them.
the portal MacGuffin arc, and I think I remember the third one was some other thing or whatever. But I think I want to say I watched all of it, but at the same
I
time
think we
I
did.
barely remember it. I remember liking
Well, that's
talismans.
obvious. It's been
I remember
years.
being a kid and all the kids talking about which talisman they would have and
The
use and stuff like that.
talismans that they have to find reminds me of Dragon Ball Z.
it,
The
I,
balls
yeah,
that they have to
yeah,
find.
definitely. But at least the balls in this case give each person a special power and stuff like that. Good stuff. Good stuff.
I also remember Country Mouse and City Mouse.
God,
That was
why are you
great.
reminding me?
That was great. Don't be like
Was
that.
it?
Don't be like that.
It was
It
good.
was investigative mystery with
Mm.
mice. All right. It was the first. Well, I don't know if it was the first, but have you ever seen back then um an animated investigation crime mystery
Yes, I
show?
know what you're talking about. I
You
used to
understand what
watch
I'm
them.
saying?
I know what you're talking about.
I'm saying Country Mouse and City Mouse
They're pretty good.
was one of the first.
I remember watching this a lot
For
as a
us,
child.
anyway.
Country mouse and city mouse, really quite the
The
pair.
pair
And when
is
you
whenever there is something, you'll
find
find
these
these
two
two
cousins there,
there.
I like to visit cemeteries.
No, they don't. I don't know. They like to visit something
This
and
is,
something, something, something.
yeah, I'll figure out the song eventually.
Yeah, I can't.
I think it was based on books or something like that.
Anyhow, Country Mouse and City Mouse was
Good.
great.
It was great. It was good
I
stuff.
think it's like after we would come home from school, we'd watch that.
Yeah, definitely. It was fun.
Yeah,
Definitely
I liked
fun.
it. What's the guy with the rat with the tail that always fall off that he had to stick back on?
Yeah.
So funny.
Rat Finky or
Ratnit rat or something.
Rat. Oh god, good cartoon, good wholesome stuff for the
Oh,
kids.
that reminds me. This is never going to end. That reminds me of Sagwa. We used to watch Sagwa around that time as well.
I used to use Sagwa as a name. Well, I guess I still do. Online name since it also means apple.
Are you telling the people your online
I
ID?
don't use Sagwa that much anymore.
All right. Anyhow, and this is where I sing the song. Hapanyo, sagwa shidada, hapanyo, sagwa shidada, hapanyo. Sagwa, you're my best friend. Sagwa.
Yeah, all that stuff.
Yay! I like Sagwa.
Sagwa was alright. I don't really get the point of teaching cats to do calligraphy, but that was the whole thing.
Okay. Of all the ridiculous things that we've talked about,
this is the most.
Is this what you're gonna focus on? Okay.
Anywho, I think that's enough reminiscing about.
Is it? We could go on.
We could, but
there's so much more.
We'll do that again later.
Yeah, let's do that another time. Okay then, internet, we're going.
Night, everyone.
Good night.